Welcome to another edition of Faith Matters. Last week, there was shocking news out of Bibb County where a child exploitation ring was discovered, affecting so many families and leaving many searching for answers as to how something like this could happen. Others wonder where God is during unbelievable situations like this. Joining us to help us work through this and how to deal with these situations that are just so tough to wrap our heads around is Reverend Canon Geoff Evans with the Episcopal Diocese of Alabama. Thank you so much for being here and helping us work through this. How do we deal with a situation like this that's just so horrific?
It's hard to look at. I've had a hard time sleeping as I've been thinking about it, and my heart really goes out to y'all as journalists and to the investigators and police officers who don't have the luxury of looking away, because this is the kind of horrific evil that looks back at you. There's an evil agency behind these kind of abominable acts. And it's dangerous even to consider it deeply. It's
an interesting way to look at it, that they look back, you know, these situations do, and that you can't escape it. From a pastoral point of view, how does something like this affect you when you're trying to help others work through grief or just shocking things that have happened?
I think in this moment, in our culture moment, we have a bit of a naive anthropology. We think human nature is kind of a blank slate. We make good choices and we make bad choices. But there is a twisted power, an evil power in this world. Call it the devil, call it the enemy. And there's something deeply twisted in every human heart that can easily be duped, pulled into participating in abominable and monstrous evil. And what we do in terms of our faith, what we do in terms of how we structure our lives, how we organize ourselves is really meant to keep us on the other side of these kind of evil, hateful acts. The things we talk about, good and evil, grace, redemption, God's wrath, God's judgment, these are real things. And we can pretend that they aren't, but look at a story like this and it's right there in front of us.
What scripture can you advise for people to pull out of the Bible that could answer some of their questions on how is this kind of evil so present and so close to us?
There's not a lot of solace here in this moment, particularly in the early days of this investigation. But I am reminded of what Paul quotes in Romans from Deuteronomy when he says, "Vengeance is mine, saith the Lord." When I've thought about these folks and I've seen them arraigned or seen them arrested and their faces, this is God's work. None of us can manage this. We can't even get our minds around it. But God will sort this out. God's vengeance, God's wrath is a reality, the same as His mercy, the same as His love. And this is an instance which is beyond human sorting, beyond human dealing. We have laws and they have to be maintained. But God, in His wrath, God, in His redemption, is somehow at work in this. And in the moment, in the day-to-day, we know not yet, but this is His work right in front of us.
Reverend Canon Geoff Evans, thank you so much for being here this morning.
Tough subjects to wrap your head around.